my homegirl, Riri Phillips. I love you, bitch. I love you so much. I love you so much. I swear your words stick with me every day, even though I don't talk to you. I swear your words stick with me every freaking day. She said,
Because earlier in the interview, you said about how it was difficult for you to deal with, I guess, the masculine structure, it sounds like, that is present at the current place that you're at.
You want to know something that makes sense?
Yeah, because...
Okay, look at you, got me thinking about some stuff. It makes sense. Oh my gosh, they do make a lot of sense.
Right, but just speak how you feel.
You know,
speak what you want. Tell them what you want.
I want my daddy's love.
That's important.
Okay.
Men will respond to that.
I know how they feel to grow up without a mom. I would never want my little girl to go through that.
Men
like romantic wise, but I never thought to like, as far as like up to like
your
my
dad.
father's situation.
Yeah,
you making a lot of sense. Look at you being a little street therapist. Okay.
What's up, YouTube? So guys, I'm back in the gym with Katie, back on the meal plan with Chef Said, and back in the streets full time. So it's time to get back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Fine.
All right. So are you homeless?
No.
Okay, so what you doing out here?
I'm waiting on the bus. I'm going back to Alabama.
Okay, what part?
Huntsville.
Oh, you from Huntsville?
Yes.
Man, shout out. Yeah, shout out there, Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
All day. Okay, and so how long have you been here in Atlanta?
I just came here. I just been here like 2 days.
Okay.
I'm going back.
What was you like doing out here?
My daddy he put in his brother in hospice.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So is that your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay. So you came out here to, like, I guess, help him out or whatnot like that?
No, I just came to be really like support.
Okay, just to kind of be with him.
I'm not close to his side, but
how old are you?
Support him. I'm 28.
28. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I guess you don't like have like the strongest relationship, but now that you're an adult type deal,
Yeah.
y'all are getting okay. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. So 28. You have any kids?
Yeah, I got a daughter. She's 8.
Okay. Is she back home or whatnot?
Yeah, she with her dad.
Okay. Cool. And so back home, I guess you have like your own spot, or who do you live with?
I live with a friend.
A friend, male friend or female friend?
A male friend.
Okay. Is that like a romantic type situation?
No, I really can't even stand his ass.
You say what?
I really can't even stand his ass.
What?
I try to be gone.
Why can't you stand him?
Because he just he's like military. He real strict and like by the book.
Okay,
and,
so I want to talk about this. So let's turn around real quick because the lighting is going to be better. Yep, and come a little bit closer. I know, just for a little while, right? That way I can get some good shots. All right. So let's talk about this. So how old is this guy?
He's probably like 42.
And how long have you been living there?
Like 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
And so there's been no like romantic.
His wife there.
Oh, his wife is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
His wife and his sister there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess they were just, doing you a solid, or?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
like they're friends. They're
Family, friends.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they knew my mom. My mom passed away, but they know my mom or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. How long ago was that?
It's 2025. Damn, it's been like 14 years now. She passed in 2011, I want to say.
Wow. Okay, so you was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about that again. Okay, and so the long and short of it, where was you staying before that? Like 6 months? You just been staying with them? How long?
No, I was with a boyfriend. I was with a romantic partner then, but things got violent and toxic, and then he ended up going to jail. So.
Did he go to jail for some of the incidents that y'all had going on, or for something else?
No. The few times that he did go to jail for what we had going on, he had got right back out. But this time he had did some fucked up shit like towards his mom, and his mom put him in there.
Towards his mom?
Yeah.
What did he do to his mom?
Like he tried to buck up at her, act like he was gonna hit her. Tore her shop up, tore her car up.
Man, how old was this guy?
30.
Tuh. Man, these guys out here
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
it ain't no. I'm not. You know, I was taking it, even though I know I shouldn't have. But like, I don't take too kind to like people disrespecting their moms. And
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So once you did that, there's nothing I can do for you. It's nothing I can
It's over with.
Yeah, I really can't help you.
I tell you what, that's wild because how long had the DV been going on with y'all?
Basically, the whole relationship.
And how long was that?
Like a year.
Right. And so you're saying that with it happening to you, you was like, I could take it, but with you, you know, hearing that he did it to his mom, you're like, oh no, that's it.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because my mom, well, before my mom even died, like she always instilled in us, like, you feel me, you only get one mom, you feel me? Your mom do what she can, especially if she's a present mom, like they're like actually trying to help you. And then like me losing my mom, you feel me, and her not being here, it's like it's intensified times 10.
I get it.
You actually get to have a chance to have a relationship.
Right.
You feel me?
And you're being ungrateful.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I get that. Okay. So, have you ever been married?
No.
No? Okay. So, let's just start.
Spirit.
In spirit? Who was you married to in spirit?
Gary Hayes.
Who?
Gary Hayes.
Who is Gary Hayes?
It's my ex. He passed away.
Sorry to hear about that.
Gary Hayes.
Okay, that's not the father of the 8-year-old? Okay.
No, he was like a father though. Before he passed, that was his baby. That was his boo.
Okay. Sorry to hear about that. How did he pass?
Oh, he OD'd.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it on?
Fentanyl.
That fentanyl. I knew he was gonna say that.
That fentanyl. They got a lot of people I grew up with or whatever. Like it had hit the city bad. Like I say, these past 4 or 5 years, so many people in the city done died off fentanyl overdose.
Oof. Okay, so it's going crazy like that out there in Huntsville?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so like as far as you, right? Are you like an active and present mom?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, she's with her dad. She been with her dad for this school year or whatever. And that's because I'm not stable like with that. You know?
Address and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, with the relationship or whatever, and me like transitioning or whatever. It's like you know, I just don't want her like floating around.
Yeah, I get it. You want her to have some stability.
Yeah, she with her dad, she's stable or whatever. Yeah, but like before then, I had my daughter all the time. Like, you see me, you see my daughter. That's my sidekick.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're doing your one too. I get it. Just going through a little patch right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
I try to get her on the weekends.
I get it.
Or whatever.
Okay. All right, so let's just start from the beginning. So where you from?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Hey, man.
Born
Shout out
and
that
raised.
H, man. Shout out
Born
that
and
Huntsville,
raised.
Alabama all day.
Yeah.
I love it. And so growing up in Huntsville, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No, it was just my mom.
Just mom? Was
Yeah.
dad, was he like active and present or pretty much non-existent, or what was the deal?
No, he was like in Huntsville, but like, you know, I ain't with him.
Why not?
I don't know, we just never had the relationship. I believe because when my mom got pregnant with me, it was around the time like they was like really separated.
Huh, okay. So
like at first like it was rumored to not be his, I was rumored to not be his or whatever.
right, but did y'all ever do a DNA test?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you was his, right? So, I mean, how do you think that affected you, like not having like a close relationship with your dad?
I don't know. People say like I don't know. I guess that would affect like the meals that I choose or whatever.
Well, I mean, so let me ask, cause do you have siblings?
Yeah.
How many?
I got 3 older sisters. I'm the baby.
Okay, so it was all women in the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of those households. It was just nothing but estrogen going on.
Yeah.
Because earlier in the interview you said about how it was difficult for you to deal with, I guess, the masculine structure, it sounds like, that is present at the current place that you're at.
You want to know something that makes sense?
Yeah. Because
Okay, look at you, got me thinking about some stuff. It makes sense. sense. Oh my gosh, they do make a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, because I mean, so you know, your mom passed at a very crucial age for you, 14, in a house that was, you know, like I say, estrogen filled.
Yeah.
Where did you go after that?
After that, I actually went with my dad for a little bit of time, but it was like uncomfortable, like, cause you know,
Because you wasn't used to that masculine
yeah,
structure. The same thing we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, but then after that, I went with my god sister and her mom and so.
Okay, how long was you with your dad? Like 14, mom passed. You was with your dad for how long?
I was with him probably about a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that didn't go well at all.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't go bad, but it's just like, it was just like uncomfortable, like.
Well, what was uncomfortable about it?
It was just there, like, he'll be there, like, it'll be just silent. Like, I'll be in one room, he'll be in the next room.
What did you want?
Just like,
tell the truth.
I guess no. I probably wanted, like, you know, at least, like, you know, like, conversations, like, effort. Like, you know, I get it's probably going to be, like.
You wanted your daddy's love.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted. Is your dad still living?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, stranger things have happened. You know, if he happened to come across this video on YouTube, talk to him right now.
I mean, I didn't ever take it like, or like on the surface. I guess I didn't ever think about it like it's bad or like had any ill will or like hate towards you.
Right, but just speak how you feel.
You know,
speak what you want. Tell him what you want.
I want my daddy's love.
That's important.
Okay.
Men will respond to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will. They will. I tell my daughters all the time, sometimes you got to play the damsel in distress. Even if you're a strong, independent woman, all like that, because the knight in shining armor responds to the damsel in distress, you know?
Yeah, I've been learning that, like, as far as, like,
men
like, romantic-wise, but I never thought to, like, as far as, like, up to, like,
your
my
dad.
father's situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you making a lot of sense. Look at you being a little street therapist. Okay.
Okay, so real quick, I mean, growing up, would you say you had a fairly normal childhood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did all the normal stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds like, say, a house full of females, and I could just imagine what that was like. And ended up going to high school, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Graduated?
No, I got my GED though.
Okay.
After, like I said, after my mom passed, I thought I was grown. Didn't want to go to school or whatever.
Wow.
But like the D-Home, like the Children's Juvenile Center or whatever, they put me in this program called the SPAN program, and I got my GED the next
What age was that?
That was at like, I got my GED like officially at like 16.
Wow. Okay. So what'd you do after that? Like, were you working? Was you just, you know?
No, I had originally went to college. I started Virginia College. It was like a community college or whatever.
Okay.
But, trying to run up and be up under Lil Gary or whatever. Like, I stopped going to my classes over time or whatever.
So was Gary like a street dude or whatnot like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and so at the time you was about 16, 17, whatever. How old were you? How old was he?
Gary was probably like 18, 19.
Okay, so he was, you know, around the same age.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I say, I mean, I know how that young, passionate love is. Okay. Real quick, when you were younger, did anything like ever happen or anything like that?
No, not for the most part. I'll say like the most like traumatizing thing was like losing my mom. And then like after that, like going like place to place, like finding stability and stuff.
Not having that stability, like I say, at a crucial time.
Yeah.
I can see why you would cling to, you know, whatever seemed stable at that time. You know what I'm saying? Man or this or that, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there any drug use with you going on?
Drug usage with me? Yeah, I used to do drugs. I still.
Right.
Smoke. I still smoke this shit.
Well, I get it, but you know, we was talking about the fentanyl and stuff.
Yeah, I used to. I started with the Roxy's. Then I moved up to heroin, and then they like start bringing in the fentanyl or whatever. I used to, but I went to jail. I went to jail for like a year, and like I said, like the city was getting hit real bad with overdose or whatever. And my homegirl, Riri Phillips, I love you, bitch. I love you so much. I love you so much. I swear your words stick with me every day, even though I don't talk to you. I swear your words stick with me every freaking day. She said, oh, it's gonna make me cry. She was like, anytime you think about using it, whatever, just think about your little girl having to go to your funeral or whatever. And that fucked me up, because I'm like, damn, you feel me? I know how that feel to grow up without a mom, you feel me? I would never want my little girl to go through that. But it's like, I be scared anyways, because like I said, a lot of people, they get out of jail. As soon as they get out of jail, they OD, you feel me? You call home, oh, you know, such and such, though. Like, damn, already, you feel me? Like, she just got out, and I just don't want that to be my story.
I mean,
I don't want nobody to have to find me dead, you feel me?
So when was the last time that you did anything that might
It's been
have that type
it's been
of
about
effect?
3 years.
About 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I'll be scared. I'll be scared to buy a pill. Like, I done bought pills and then just held them for days. I didn't end up giving them away. That's because I'm scared. Like, I don't know if this real. I don't know if this, you feel me, pressed. I don't know, you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Can't scared to even get some cocaine, because cocaine look like
yeah, fentanyl. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, man, I tell you what, that kind of warms my heart to hear you say that, because I ask people that all the time, like, you know, what about the kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you thinking about them? And so that's very powerful what your friend told you and how to think about that.
Yeah, my daughter, my everything. I wouldn't know what to do. It's really with me now that I don't got her, because like I said, I'm used to like her being with me, living with me, staying with me, taking care of her, you feel me, every
How do you
day.
think she feels not kind of having that solid, or that, you know, that constant presence of you in her daily life?
I know she be missing me, but she knows, you know, she gonna see me. She gonna see me soon on the weekends or whatever. But I also think it's important for her to be, you know, with her dad and have that structure, you feel me, and that love from her dad also.
100%. So,
you know,
yeah, everything happens for a reason, you know. So, okay, so as far as the past drug use, right? What is the source of pain that was, you know, leading you to kind of self-medicating with those stronger drugs and everything else? What was the real source of pain?
I don't know. Like in my classes and stuff, they be like, everybody be like, well, I tried drugs or whatever. I just always feel like I just tried drugs just to try drugs, and I liked it. Like, I could say because, you know, my mom passed, just, you know, wanting to block out everything or whatever, I guess, but I don't know.
Because how did mom pass? Sounded like she was young enough.
In a house fire.
In a house fire?
On Christmas.
Oh, was it her house? Were you there?
No, she had put me and my sister out the night before.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
We just being teens, just talking back or whatever.
And where'd y'all go?
We went to her boyfriend at the time, Duran's house. That's how we found out his cousin. His cousin lived like around the street from us. He knew my mom, he knew us or whatever. But he was calling my sister's phone, and they was, you know, laid up, so they weren't answering or whatever. So he started calling Juice's phone. And then Juice answered, and he was like, you know, y'all house on fire or whatever. The ambulance and, you know, firemen and stuff.
What?
You know?
Man, what do you think about that? The fact that, you know, the timing of it all. You guys getting put out right before that happened. And, I mean, was she the only one that passed in that fire?
Yeah, and the whole, okay, I actually feel like, I believe that's what helped me, like, move on initially. I feel like, because they found her, she was at the end of her bed, like, reading her Bible. Like, she went to sleep reading her Bible. She didn't burn up or nothing. It was from the smoke inhalation. Yeah, but Like my whole family was over there like right before it happened. You know, it was Christmas Eve. Everybody used to come to my mama's house anyways to like party, drink. She cooked for everybody, you feel me? But everybody was over there. They got videos of her like dancing, you know, like
The
having a good
same
time.
night.
Yes, like right after. And you know, she just had a good time. I feel like she went out in a good way. Like it wasn't no pain or nothing. She went to sleep reading her Bible. She had just had time, you know, for her family. She prayed for everybody. So I feel like, yeah, she had a good time. And then it's crazy. It's crazy because my cousin in prison, he got life in prison, but he used to come down from Kansas City or whatever. Him and his brother in there spend like the summer at my mama's house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he had wrote my mama a letter or whatever. Well, he had wrote it to my sister, my big sister. And he had a dream. He had a dream about exactly like how my mama was gonna die. Like the scene afterwards, like my auntie throwing up and everything. Like and we got this letter on Thanksgiving. So like literally like a month before it happened.
What?
Yes. And it is so crazy. But I feel like she was prepared. I feel like she knew. I feel like she in a better place because her father had recently passed. And she just used to sit up and cry. And she'd be like, I want my daddy. I want to go be with my daddy. And I feel like where she want to be at, she at peace. And she, you know.
Man, I tell you what, man. I tell you what, it sounds like when you talk about it, like to you it just happened yesterday. You know, like in some places, you know, yeah. Listen, I recently experienced the passing of my dad. So yeah, no doubt. I appreciate that. So I can relate, you know, and man, to think that 14 years later I may still feel the same way is wild. But all right, well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Social media, Cash App, anything like that?
My Cash App is Dadon, DADON 551.
Okay.
And my social media is, well, my Facebook, Dadon Summers, DADON SOMMERS.
Okay, SOMM.
SU.
Okay, okay, SUMMERS.
Yeah.
Okay, Dadon Summers.
Yeah.
All right, you got Instagram?
No.
No? All right. Listen, we really appreciate you.
I don't even be on Facebook like that.
Huh?
I said I don't be on all that. I don't even be on Facebook like that.
I ain't mad at it. But like I say, we really appreciate you. Definitely wishing them but the best, all right?
All right.
All right, all right.